Hi, my name's Mark, and for the last 8 weeks I've been following Paul Bennett's body transformation program, and that has meant that I've seen some big changes in my life. I'm exercising a lot more than I was before, and my eating habits have gone from being not bad but to definitely a lot better. I'm quite lucky in the fact that my day job is a chef anyway, and in the past I've worked with chefs that have been really interested in nutritional cuisine. I've got 1 Michelin star experience, I've got 2 Michelin star experience, and a particular passion of mine away from the professional kitchen is also eating healthily. And I've been promising Paul for quite a long time to get some stuff up here to help with other clients who might not have found the transition to eating what we need to eat to achieve the goals that we want to achieve as easy as I have. So what I'm going to talk to you is about the kind of ways that I prepare food, the way I prepare food in advance, because I like to spend as little time in the kitchen when I have free time as well, what's on my shopping list and why, and then the kind of things that I have in my kitchen and how they help me stick to the diet that we should all be sticking on to achieve the maximum results from Paul's transformation, and then subsequently carry that on after we finish the transformation as well. So I'm going to go right ahead and talk you through my kind of weekly shop, what I've bought, why I've bought it, and what I intend to do with it. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through what I hope is my weekly shop, because, well, there's loads of it, as you can see. Let's start down here in the bottom. I've got my kind of starches and carbohydrates, noodles, dried pulses, sweet potatoes, quinoa, whole grain rice. Across the middle there, vegetables. I won't go through all of them, but broccoli, avocados, and a green leafy veg are pretty much, basics. It should be in everyone's shopping basket. Tofu, great for vegetarians and if you want to avoid meat for a meal. Eggs, free range at a minimum. Down here I kind of got snacks and breakfasts, oats, oat bran, Brazil nuts, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, flaked almonds. To the right is how I keep things interesting. Variety of spices, chilies, curry powder, salts, different oils, different vinegars, some lemons and limes. And out the back, let's come around this way, we'll go around to the proteins. Fish wise, I've got some cockles because I'm from Leon Sea and I get nervous if I don't have any in the fridge. Little baby coli, some omega-3 rich fish in the shape of sardines and salmon, some smoked trout, cooked ham. Over there is a rabbit, which I'm going to get about 4 or 5 meals out of at least for me. Really good meat. Turkey, we all know how good that is for us on this diet. And then my little surprise package is pigeons, because they are great. I think it's something like 37 grams of protein for every 100 grams, and 1 bird is ideal for 1 meal. So get some of those in your diet. Out the back, protein shakes, different flavours, and then some water. Right, so I'm just going to quickly run through the equipment I've got in my kitchen. It's not particularly high tech, there's not loads of fancy gadgets and stuff, but it does for me, and it should be more than enough for you guys as well. Over in the corner I've got a microwave, which I use for reheating meals that I've already cooked, mainly defrosting stuff if I put it in the freezer. Then on my on my cooker I've got a small pan, sieve or colander, a kind of medium to large size pan. Things like quinoa and that I just cook a batch load of and then stick them in the fridge when I need to use it later on. A large frying pan, and then over here, because I used it earlier, I have a wok. I've got all my utensils in here, so like ladles, spoons, tongs, really important. 2 chopping boards, a big one for like my veg and stuff like that, and then I've got a smaller one that I keep for meat and for fish. Over here, a mandolin. I really can't emphasise how important it is to get one of these. They make chopping things so much easier, and if you're not skilled with a knife, then it takes all the hassle out of it, provided you use the handguard. Chef's knives, however big or small that you like. Little paring knife is great. Steel, scrape cut, that's pretty much it. Got a bowl to mix salad in. I've got another colander, foil and cling film, and that's pretty much it, to be fair. Oh yeah, whisk at the back. in case we get onto some sweet stuff later. Okay, so we've covered shopping lists and we've covered kind of kitchen equipment. I'm going to briefly touch on a few things that are kind of general misconceptions about cooking. The first one and the biggest one where we're concerned is that cooking does not have to take a lot of your time up. Yes, it can be lengthy, but it's not time that you have to spend at the stove. So for example, while I was going through my several takes of like running through my shopping list, I was cooking a big bunch of quinoa behind me in the background. So I was cooking while I was doing something else, and that's something that you can apply in your life as well. So if you wanted to cook like a batch load of rice up, for example, when you make your morning tea, boil enough water so you can put some rice on, jump in the shower. By the time you come out, it's ready to drain and it's cooked, and you've not spent any time at the stove. Okay, you don't need to be a slave in your kitchen, or to your kitchen, I should say. I'm also going to try where possible as well to make the recipes as quick as you can make them with as little faffing around for us. Next thing, this wouldn't be a chefy section, if you like, if I didn't talk to you about produce and where you buy your stuff from. I know Paul suggests that you buy everything organically if you can, or the best quality meat, or the best quality produce that you can stretch to your budget. I would definitely suggest going to a butcher's, a fishmonger's and a greengrocer's, purely because it's just going to be better. Okay, you can get the advice from the whoever it is. These people are skilled in their craft. Butchers, fishmongers. They can prepare stuff for you. They can advise you on what's in season. They can advise you, what is bountiful. And the best thing about going to those places as opposed to the supermarket is that when it's at its peak, it's actually sold for less because there's so much more of it, because nature is providing for us. Okay, so try them out at least. It's a lot more fun talking to a guy over a counter than it is just walking up and down those kind of mortuaries of vacuum-packed meat in the supermarkets. And once you get to know these guys as well, they start throwing little extra bits in your bag and little things, some free herbs if you buy a load of veg and stuff like that. So that's, it's nice, and it helps support your local businessmen as well. So that's my kind of rant preaching part over. And then finally as well, what I find really beneficial is that, like your training, where you block time into your day to do it, do the same for your cooking. At least one meal. If you've got like a partner, if you've got family, make it the evening meal, or at the weekends make it lunchtime, or if you're lucky, make it a Sunday brunch. Something like that, where you kind of take some pleasure from cooking something that you've not done before, and then you enjoy the benefits afterwards. Because the best thing about cooking, it's not like a 12-week transformation program where you go through blood, sweat and tears just to get down a few gene sizes. You can sit down at the table 5 minutes after you've cooked and enjoy your meal. So I hope that you enjoy these recipes that are coming. I hope that you learn to enjoy cooking, and I wish everyone all the best with their transformations, whether they've started them or they're just finishing them. And I hope that the tips that I give you now you can carry on into the future. Thanks a lot.